How's it going, guys? It's time for another video. Now, before we get started, you may be asking yourself, why is he so well dressed today? That's a great question. As of recording this video, the Xbox Ambassador Program is celebrating the launch of Season 4. If you'd like to know more information about what's new and how you can join, be sure to go to community.xbox.com/ambassadors, link of course in the description box below. Now, today we're going to be talking about how to troubleshoot a game or app installation. That is, if a download starts and then stops, or if it's taking too long to complete. We're going to walk you through all the steps to get you working. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, let's say your download doesn't start or it fails. There's a few things you're going to want to check, beginning with the Xbox Live service status page. If there are any service alerts up there, there will be a detailed description of what exactly is affected, so you're going to want to check that to see if there are any issues that would be affecting your ability to download or install a game. The second thing you're going to want to check is whether or not you're signed into the correct profile. You can see in the top left hand corner it's scrolling through both my name and my gamer tag, and that's a good indication that I'm signed into the correct profile. The third thing you're going to want to check is whether or not you have enough hard drive space to install a game. Typically, if a game installation stops, you'll get a notification, and that notification will show up in the Xbox guide. So what you're going to want to do is double tap the Xbox guide button on your controller and scroll down to notifications. On the left hand corner is where you'll see a notification that you're low on hard drive space. Right, so let's say you're low on hard drive space. How can you delete a game that you don't need? So from the main page, you're going to scroll to the right to My Games and Apps. Here it'll bring up a list of the games that you have installed on your hard drive, and you can scroll through to see if there are any games that you may not need installed right now. Keep in mind though that you'll be able to reinstall any of these games simply by scrolling over to Ready to Install and installing it from there. You can also check how much hard drive space you have in the bottom left hand corner. As you can see, we have a lot free, but let's say we don't have enough free, and I want to delete this Gears of War 4 beta because the beta is over. I'm going to hit the menu button on the controller and scroll down to Uninstall. It's going to ask me if I'm sure I want to uninstall, and I'm going to select uninstall all. And just like that, the game is gone and we have freed up space on our hard drive. So you're going to want to be sure to uninstall enough content that frees up enough space for you to be able to download your desired game. And typically once you've deleted enough games, the app or game will start installing by itself. So the next thing you'll want to do is check to see if there are any system updates available, and you can do that pretty simply by double tapping the Xbox guide button, scrolling down to the Gears icon, which is settings, and then selecting all settings. From here, you'll want to scroll down to System and select Console Info and Updates. And if there are any updates available, which it looks like there are, you'll just want to select A and start updating your console. Alright, so let's say I've initiated a game installation, but I feel like it's taking a long time. There's a few things that I want to check. So as you can see on the right there, it says I'm installing Battlefield Hardline, and it's at 2%. But if I feel like it's taking a long time, there's a few things that I want to check. So let's scroll over to the tile where it says it's installing and press A. So from this page, you can see the speed at which it's downloading. So it looks like it's downloading okay, but if I feel like it's not, there's a few things that I'm going to want to check. The first thing that I want to check is to be sure that I close any running games. So I'll go back to the dashboard by hitting the Xbox guide button and then scroll down to Halo 5, which I know is running in the background. So now that I've confirmed that it's running, I can hit the guide button once more, select the menu button, and scroll down to Quit. That will close the game. So the next thing I want to do is restart my console, and that's pretty simple. Double tap the Xbox guide button, scroll down to the Gears icon, which is settings, and then select restart console. It's going to ask you to confirm that you want to restart your console. Alright, so now that the console is restarted and all the games and apps that we're running are now closed, we're going to want to confirm that our download is still going, which it looks like it is. It still says installing Battlefield Hardline, and it's at 7%. So let's confirm whether or not the speeds have increased by scrolling over to installing Battlefield Hardline. So from this page, we can now see that the download is downloading at a faster pace than it was before we left. But let's say it's not. We're going to want to scroll over to the game, select the menu button, and hit cancel. This will cancel the installation of the game. Now we're going to restart that download by going to Ready to Install, going to Battlefield Hardline, selecting A, and hitting install. Alright, so now that we've restarted the installation, you can see that it's moving significantly faster. So that's great. Now, if you still feel as though your download is not moving as fast as it should be, we're going to want to check our detailed network statistics. So from the Xbox dashboard, double tap the Xbox guide button, scroll down to settings, select all settings. From here, you'll want to scroll down to network, select network settings, and then you'll want to scroll over to detailed network statistics and run that test. So based on your findings here, you can kind of get an idea of how long it should take to download your game. Keep in mind that the time that it takes to download a game is dependent on both your network connection and the size of the game, so you'll want to take that into account. Alright, so if you're still seeing a slow download speed, be sure to try the Xbox One network connection error solution, which I'll link in the description box below. That can help identify problems between your home network and your internet service provider. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if it helped you out in any way, be sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time watching. We're actually almost at 250 subscribers, so that's another reason why I'm dressed so well, of course. Jokes aside, thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Peace.